from an NFL stadium that hosted NFL football on and off from 1966 until 2019. We are glad to be back under the lights at the Coliseum in Oakland. Tonight we're all set to witness what should be a good one. It's a battle of eras, if you will. Today's NFL superstars set to face the best of the best, the Madden legends. The teams making their way out of their respective tunnels, and we get a look at Coach Madden. He'll be on both sidelines here in this one, as he'll be coaching some of his favorite players of all time. Should be a special one. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, and there he is, the great Pat Summerall, set to do the honors. This should be a fun one. Underway here in Oakland. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the NFL superstars, and it is Josh Allen who leads him out at quarterback, the MVP of the National Football League in 2024. You know, Coach Madden always admired those field generals who could really do it all, and there might not be a more unstoppable quarterback in the league today, the number 17 of the Bills. Allen going to go to the air right away. Connects with Kittle underneath. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Allen going to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 there. Good for a superstar's first down. Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
We are through one. So happy to have you along. It's football. It's Oakland. And it's only on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And the first play will be a field goal try. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good.
And the Superstars will move out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The legend set to go to work. It is Peyton Manning who leads him out at quarterback. Peyton spent 14 years as a Colt, 4 more as a Bronco. And the numbers, they speak for themselves. 14 times a Pro Bowler, better than 71,000 passing yards, 539 touchdown passes, and, of course, twice a Super Bowl champion. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Manning. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To throw, it's Manning. And he finds Fitzgerald. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Manning now to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's Daddy George. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That pass caught. The former Patriot and Buck, Rob Gronkowski. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Manning to throw once more. caught. It's T.O. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Legends. Terrell Owens, 26 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Here now, Pat Summerall for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The next possession ready to get going. An exciting game for those here in attendance to see all these great players on the field. But it's also a chance to celebrate our namesake, the coach, John Madden. Some of our younger fans may not know his full story. Before the video game that now bears his name, he was the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. Had some big moments on this field, and he, of course, was on the sidelines down in Pasadena, Super Bowl 11, when the Silver and Black won their first Super Bowl title, a 32-14 victory over the Minnesota Vikings. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Able to avoid him at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Results in a first down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So halftime here in Oakland with the Legends on top. Let's get you over to Scott Hansen quickly with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks so much. As you said, the Legends have the halftime lead. Maybe not by as much as some would have thought, though. You wonder if Coach Madden might have a few things to say during the break. As we look at the highlights and the stats, I want to remind you that coming up after the game, stick around for the presentation of the turducken to our winners. That might motivate a few folks for the second half. Speaking of which, the third quarter about to kick off, so let's send it back to Brandon and Charles.
So it's the Legends with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is back underway.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the Superstars got it, and they did.
So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
A gain of 13.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw, it's Allen. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Allen.
That is caught. Touchdown, Superstars.
George Kittle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score. Visitors
5 plays there on that drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the Legends head back out, and with him the great Jerry Rice, who, of course, had his biggest years across the bay from here in San Francisco in the 80s and 90s. Rice was always one of the hardest workers out there, a real tactician at the wide receiver position. 2 qualities that Coach Madden always admired. Here's what Coach Madden had to say about all the things number 80 could do to beat you.
With Jerry Rice, you have to move him around. You can play him at flanker. You can play him at F. You can play him in the slot. You can even sneak him in the backfield once in a while.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Throwing now is Manning. They set up the screen LT. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3rd and 5.
Manning going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
How about this? He'll try the option. Left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
One quarter to play. It's football once again here in the East Bay. The fans love it. And we're back after this. This is a special presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in Oakland. Who gets the turducken? It's on its way in from the oven, and we'll find out who gets it after this.
Now Manning. This is caught.
Manning's pass brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
This is 3rd and goal. Tomlinson will score. Touchdown, Legends. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10.
Visitors 10.
After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the zone read, here's George.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson.
And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
So it's a win here in Oakland for the Legends. And after a great night of football, time for the best of traditions. Sure, it's great to lift the Lombardi Trophy, but a close second might be lifting that turducken and taking a big bite after a hard-fought victory. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As expected, a win for the Legends as we say so long from Oakland.